Hello, party people. Right. This is cool. I have it set up so that I'm live on my phone, but I can see myself on my computer. It's pretty awesome. As you come on, just say hello and tell me where you are watching from so that I can know who's watching and where you're watching from. Hi. Hey girl, what's up? I was so sorry to miss you at the Rachel Hollis thing the other night. Hello. Hi, Kim. Kim's one of my VIPs for my Fully Aligned course. We had our first VIP call today, so that was amazing. Literally the perfect way to start my day. So yeah, I'm just going to wait a couple minutes because we're going to start this party with a guided meditation and visualizing exercise. So I'll wait to see who else is coming on. I see that half of my face is in the dark. Oh well. I'll wait to see who else comes on. And in the meantime, I'll just tell you guys what's up. So if you follow me on Instagram stories, you know what a disaster my living room is right now because I've been creating my vision board today. And I'm going to show you later. But for now, what we are going to do is I'm going to lead us all through a meditation, a visualizing exercise, so that you can hopefully get some clarity around what you're trying to create in your life, what you're trying to bring into your life. And then I am going to share with you some tips for making your vision board, and then I'm going to share some tips for making your vision board come to life as quickly as possible. And it's funny because I've shared this in a couple of my posts this week. I never really believed in vision boards or goal setting or any of that stuff. And I never really believed that I had control over my life. I never believed in law of attraction or any of that stuff. And now as I look back, everything in my life I've manifested. And for you too, for anyone, we are always constantly attracting things into our lives. We're constantly manifesting things. The things that we think about become our beliefs, and our beliefs become our actions, and our actions become the reality that we live in. And then our reality becomes our thoughts. So it's this cycle that creates things in our lives, and we just attract more and more and more of the things that we focus on. And I just remember, I didn't realize I was doing it at the time, but I remember years ago, probably 10 years ago, 12 years ago, I started doing yoga back when I lived in Massachusetts. And I started doing yoga at Heartsong Yoga. And I remember laying in Shavasana and laying there trying to quiet my mind and being I can't effing quiet anything. And it was so hard for me. But I vividly remember the teacher telling us to basically go to our happy place. She's if you can't quiet your mind, at least try to go to your happy place. Where is that for you? And I just remember lying on the beach in some tropical place. And I don't remember if it was specifically Hawaii, but it was lying on the beach in some tropical place where there were palm trees and I could hear the ocean. And I was laying in Shavasana. I had just completed yoga and I was laying in Shavasana on the beach. And I had this visual, and it became what I always visualized when I took a yoga class and I had trouble quieting my mind. And so 2 years after that, I went to Kauai, Hawaii, and I totally fell in love with Hawaii. 2 years after that, I just happened to be dating this guy whose family was from Hawaii. It was kind of wild actually, and we dated for a really long time, and I went with him to Kauai and fell in love with Hawaii, and I'm I'm gonna live there someday. And then I forgot about it and whatever, but long story short, obviously I'm here now. and I do yoga on the beach, and all the things that like I kind of always kept in the back of my mind, like dreaming about, and all the things that kind of resonated with me as I went along my journey of life have kind of come to fruition. And so now I'm a lot more intentional with those visuals, and I'm a lot more intentional with my goal setting and what I want to bring into my life. And I've done so much work in the last year and a half in learning how to do this and kind of working through some of those blocks, because sometimes we're manifesting things into our lives that we do not want because we are just not ourselves in like a good place, and we might have blocks keeping us from getting the things that we want. So that's my little intro for you. I just wanted to give you a little story time. But right now, since it's 10 after and I don't want this to go over an hour, I want everyone who's watching this to close your eyes. So close your eyes and settle into a comfortable position, a seat or a laying down position. And just feel your body. Like feel every part of your body from the top of your head down to the tips of your toes. Feel where there's any tension in your body. Feel how you're breathing. Is it shallow breath, deep breath, quick breath, slow breath? Feel how you're breathing. Feel any tension in your body. Breathe into the tension. Try to let it go. And right now, I just want you to remind yourself that you have nowhere else to be. This is the only place that you have to be, and this is the only thing that you have to do right now. Just be here. As all of the thoughts from your day start bombarding your mind, just notice them and let them go. It's so normal. Just focus on breathing. Now take a deep inhale, as deep as you can, and hold it at the top until it feels a little uncomfortable, and then let it go, nice and even. Do another round of that and just feel the breath come into your belly. Feel your lungs expand. Breathe into any areas of your body that need a little TLC right now. Hold your breath at the top and then let it go. Again, long inhale. Hold it at the top. And a long exhale. Just focusing on your breath, not thinking about what's to come. Just get into this nice, quiet place. And if you feel uncomfortable emotionally being in this quiet place, just give yourself a little pat on the back and say, it is okay. I am okay. While your eyes are still closed and you're thinking about your breath, now I want you to do a little visualization. So imagine that it's morning time and you are waking up in your best life, in your dream life. As you imagine this, try not to let any limitations hinder your dream life. So, in other words, don't think about how great your life could be in your current circumstances, but think about anything that you would like in your life, or think about how you would like your life to look if there were no limitations at all, no money or location or personal or societal limitations at all. Think about what kind of sheets you have in your bed. Think about what kind of pajamas you're wearing. Think about who you're waking up next to. What does your bedroom look like? Do you wake up and listen to music? What's your morning routine like? Do you exercise? What kind of exercise do you do? What's the first thing that you eat? Do you have a job? Do you work? What is it that you do? Does that work light you up inside? Do you feel like you are making a big impact in the world? What does that mean for you? What is that dream, purpose-driven job that you are living in this dream life? What are you doing with your free time? Who is surrounding you? Who are your friends? Do you call them on a daily basis? Think about all of the things that could make up your dream life. What kind of car do you drive? Or maybe you don't have a car. Maybe you live somewhere where you can walk anywhere. Do you travel in this dream life? Like, what are the things that light you up? And how can you bring that into your life? Now that you have this visual of your dream life, I just want you can open your eyes now. I want you to think about where you are now and think about the dream life that you just visualized and ask yourself how much of a gap there is between there and here. Like, what are the things that you would like to have, or what are the ways that you would like to be, or who are the people that you would like to have in your life that you don't have now, that you aren't now? Right? So this is kind of the first thing that I do when I'm trying to get clarity. You know, sometimes you can feel stuck, and in reality, I mean, we're all energy. The whole universe is energy, and energy is in constant motion. So we're never actually stuck. It's just a perception that we have, and sometimes we just have that perception of our lives. And so when I have that perception, when I feel stuck, I like to do this vision exercise because it helps me to regain clarity. You know, sometimes we get away from our vision because we are doing what we feel is best for someone else, or we're doing what we feel other people's expectations are for us. And so this vision exercise really allows us to feel deep in our souls what we desire. And it's a little bit of a wake-up call because many times those deep desires do not match up with how we're living now. And so if that's the case for you, know that that's 100% normal and that there is hope yet. Okay, so it's really kind of easy to say, especially this time of year, that you want to do all these things. And I think, you know, a lot of us feel that we have these aspirations and goals, and, you know, this is our year and we want to achieve those things. And I honestly think that's amazing. The problem, though, comes when we're missing the action piece. And so we say we want to do all these things, and a lot of them are vague, like, I want to be healthier. I want to make more money. I want to have more friends. I want to spend more quality time with my children. There are all these things that we say that we want to do, but they are a little vague in nature. And so when it comes to actually achieving those things, it's difficult to do that because we don't know specifically what we want to achieve or have, and we don't have a specific plan of action. And if you don't have a specific plan of action, the chances of you doing those things or having those things is slim. And so what the vision exercise does is it gives you the clarity to show you what you want, and then it gives you direction in setting more tangible goals. And so for this vision board, what I like to do is think of that vision, and I like to think about different areas of my life. I like to think about my own personal journey, so like my own personal growth and spiritual practice, or physical health, or anything that has to do with just me, my self-care game, that kind of stuff. And then I like to think about my relationships. So my relationship with my partner, my relationship with my child, my family, my friends, so social life too. So there's my personal relationship, my relationship to other people, and then there's my work. So I like to think about my work and the things that I envision for my work life. And, also for me personally, travel is like a whole other section of my vision, and sort of, what I dream of doing as far as taking my family on trips and different kinds of travel in that way. So I like to, as a systematic person, break things up into different sections, if you will. And actually my vision board has different sections. So you don't have to do it this way, but it is kind of nice to make sure that you're covering all the bases as far as envisioning your dream life goes. So I like to do that. And then I just like to go into magazines and cut out pictures and cut out words that resonate with my vision. And in the center, I'll have a picture of me looking happy with my family, perhaps. I might stick other pictures of my family or friends or other people that I want to make sure that I connect with this year. And I collage it, right? So there are a couple things to keep in mind as you do this. One, whatever you choose to cut out, you want to make sure it feels really good for you. So, for example, if you would like to get healthy and fit this year, or at some point you want to be healthy and fit, and you're looking through a fitness magazine and you see a fitness model and you're like, oh, I want that body, like I'm so far away from it though. Like that is not the way to, like you don't want to cut that out, in other words, because you don't have a good feeling around it. So whatever you're going to cut out, just make sure that you have a really good feeling around it. Like you should get super jazzed. I was looking through magazines and just like little words were sticking out to me, like boundless love. That phrase stuck out to me in a magazine and I was like, I want that in my life. And so I cut it out. So really just feel it in your body, like get yourself into a state where you're only focusing on feeling good. And you should be able to pick out different pictures and words that will help you to make this vision board like a really feel good experience for you. So every time you look at it, you should get like excited, right? And so once you have created your vision board, you want to put it somewhere where you're going to see it every single day, maybe even multiple times per day. So I'm actually going to put mine right behind my computer and my little workspace because I will see it every time I go to sit down at my computer, and I will see it behind me every time I'm making a video. So it's going to be a constant reminder of the things that I am working towards. And doing that is great because you're actually programming your subconscious mind to attract those things into your life. So if you're looking at it constantly, it's always on your mind. What you think will materialize. By the way, if you have any questions or you are liking anything that I'm saying, please comment and I will address any questions or comments. So you have your vision board and it makes you feel really good, and you have different sections for different areas of your life that you want to focus on this year. And then what should you do to make it come to life? And this is really the best part, in my opinion. So first of all, you want to make a list of all the things that you can do today to make this vision come to life. So giving you the healthy example, what are the things you can do today to get healthier? You could drink more water. You could eat more vegetables. You could you could exercise today and make a plan for yourself to exercise 3 times this week. Whatever. So make a list of all the things that you can do today. If you want to make more money, can you apply for another job? Could you create a new offering in your business? Could you write a letter to partner with a brand? I'm just throwing out examples that kind of apply to my line of work, but whatever it is for you, right? If you want to strengthen your relationship with your partner, can you schedule a date night? Can you make time for an hour this evening after the kids go to bed to connect and play a board game? Whatever it looks like for you. But make a list of all the things that you can do today or this week to get you closer to that vision. And then you schedule them in. So if you have Fully Aligned, my course, this weekly intentions planner is going to be super helpful because that's exactly what it's about. So you want to write down what those things are, schedule them in, and then get an accountability partner to keep you accountable to doing those things that are going to get you closer to your vision. So another thing that I actually talk about in Fully Aligned is making sure that everything you're doing feels good. So a lot of times when we feel like we want something, we can, especially in today's day and age with all of the social media influencers and just all the information that's out there, we have like all of these opinions and all of these facts and all this information clouding our consciousness constantly. And it's kind of cool because anything that you could possibly want to know is out there for you. But sometimes it's hard to differentiate between your own thoughts and the thoughts of other people. And so you want to ask yourself, does this feel good to me? Does this make me feel good? Like a personal example is, I follow lots of health people on Instagram, and sometimes they'll give tips or they'll share what they're doing to live their healthy lifestyle. And I've tried some stuff before, and I used to get frustrated when things didn't work for me, or I would really just try to push it even if it didn't feel great. And finally I realized if it doesn't feel good for me, I should not do it. Even if all these people say that this is the way to be, if it's not aligning with me and what I want and how I want to feel, then I should not do it. And sometimes this is hard because you really want to make something work, but stopping doing something doesn't mean you're failing necessarily. It just means that you're honoring what your specific and unique needs are. Excuse me. I just missed my mouth. Anyway. So just making sure that whatever you are deciding to do to make your vision come to life feels good to you. Make that your number one goal. I want to feel good. Because once you feel good, you're going to start attracting things so much easier into your reality because you are becoming this match for them, right? Like if you want to be super healthy, for instance, you kind of have to just play that part. So this is another really good tip for you. You have to choose to be healthy right now. right? So you make your plan to get healthy, and then you decide right now, I'm a healthy person, or I'm a fit person, or, I make more money, or I have a great marriage, or I'm a great, patient, calm mom. Whatever it is that I'm giving really good examples because they're personal examples, but whatever your goals are that lead you to your vision, decide that you are that thing right now and repeat it to yourself constantly. For my fully aligned people, this is all module 3 of the course. We do mantras, and we do visualization, meditation, and mantras and affirmations, because the more you can reprogram your mind to believe that that's what you are right now is all the things that you want to be. Hey, Ashley, no big deal. This is going to be up in this page, so if you can't quite get it right now, hopefully you can watch it later. If anyone else is having issues with the video being spotty, then let me know, because then it could be a me issue. Okay, so just believing right now in this moment that you are all those things already, and I mean like really believing them, and the way to believe them is to constantly remind yourself in your mind and aloud. So daily affirmations or mantras can really help in this area, like and it will seem super silly at first, and you'll be like, this is never going to work. That's what I thought anyway, but it works. Because you start to embody the person who already has those things, or who is who you want to be, right? Like you start to embody that person who's healthy. And so when you go out to eat and you look at the menu, you think to yourself, like you'll look at something super greasy and junky and be like, oh, that looks good. But your mind will start to remind you, once you start doing this enough, your mind will remind you, I'm a healthy person and I care about how I feel. What's going to make me feel good right now? And you're going to look at the menu and you're going to pick something that is healthy and fresh and that won't make you feel like crap afterwards. And I know that because I have done this process. Like being healthy for me is so much easier now. I just dropped the struggle a little bit because I decided to embody the healthiest version of myself. And so that is what I did, and that is now who I am. And it works for other things too, believe it or not. What would the person whatever amount of money that you'd like to make this year, the version of you who already has that much money, who already, has that promotion or whatever, be that person now. Decide to act as if it's already happened, and you will just start to attract opportunities, and you'll start to attract more things into your reality that will get you closer to that goal. And to that point, we have to embody that, but also let go of the expectation of the how and the why. So on your vision board, you might have a certain, maybe you have a beach house on there. Maybe you want to buy a beach house for your family. So how would the version of you who already has this beach house, how would you act? Like, how is that version of you different from the version of you now? Start to embody that version of yourself. And then let go of the how and the why. Just trust that it will happen. Just trust that if you keep putting your attention into it and you keep trying to level yourself up to that version of you who has that beach house, that it's going to happen, and you don't have to worry about how it's going to happen or when it's going to happen. And you can simply just focus on feeling good on the way to it, on the way to achieving it, on the way to acquiring it. So hopefully all of this makes sense to you. It's 3:33, by the way. If you're into angel numbers, it is now 3:33. 3 is a very powerful number, FYI. And that's actually a really good segue into what I want to talk about next, which is gratitude and being grateful for every step of the way. So you don't have a lot of the things that are on your vision board right now, but you are doing the work in your mindset. You are leveling up constantly. You are making sure that you are feeling good no matter what, right? You're doing all this work. And the other thing that you need to do is feel grateful. So sometimes we get so caught up in what we want, that we forget that what we have is pretty freaking amazing. Like, honestly, just the fact that you are watching this right now on your device in your home, like, that's pretty amazing, right? So there are so many things to be grateful for. And so when we can cultivate a really strong gratitude practice and feel super grateful for what we have, then we can start to notice a lot of those little tiny miracles that happen all day long that a lot of times we don't notice because we're not intentionally practicing gratitude. But you will start to notice little synchronicities and little tiny miracles or opportunities, and you'll start to be like, hey, thank you, universe. Like, that is a little manifestation of a step in the right direction towards this goal, towards this thing that I put out there that I really want, right? So cultivating that gratitude practice and, just making sure that no matter what, no matter when your things are going to happen, you're grateful for every single step of the way. So just to recap, so we do the visualization exercise and we visualize like our ideal life, our dream home, our dream relationship, our dream friends, our dream travel, our dream car, everything that makes up our dream life. We've visualized it. We've gotten super clear on it to the point where we have emotion around it, right? And it feels so good just imagining that vision. So we get really clear on that. And then we start to make our vision board that depicts that dream life. And we go through magazines and we pick out pictures and words that feel really good when we look at them and that represent what we want. And then from there, we set goals and we set intentions and we get clear on the action that we are going to take, and we make sure to leave room for opportunities that might come up, and we leave room for, changes that might happen on the way. And we make sure that our number one goal is to feel good. So in every interaction and everything that we do every single day, we make sure that we are trying to feel good. So that means meditating and doing all that inner work to break through some of those blocks that we might have from our past. Maybe our upbringing taught us that we are in a state of lack, that it's really hard to make money, that we can't go and have that career because it's not practical. Whatever we've been conditioned to believe, we have to do the work to release that on the way, and we have to let go and trust that as long as we're doing that work, as long as we are feeling good and leveling up and becoming a better, more high-vibey version of ourselves every single day, that we will, without doubt, have the things and do the things and be the person that we want. And in that letting go and that surrender, we feel so much gratitude for everything that we have and every little lesson on the way, every little step of the journey. And so when you start to do this work, and you start to really go in and focus on feeling good all the time, a lot of things will start to happen. Like, you'll start to notice how other people can affect your mood, your vibes, right? Like, you're really working on your vibes, you're feeling good, and then your coworker starts gossiping and you immediately feel, like a tightness in your chest. Like, that's not the kind of person you want to be. You don't want to be the gossipy kind of person, and you don't want to hear the gossip because it's just like low vibes. And the challenge then becomes, how do you protect that energy? That's the last week, the last module of Fully Aligned, is learning how to protect the energy and learning how to protect your vision and your journey on the way to achieving it, right? So, and it's not easy. It's something that I work at every single day, and I'm getting a lot better. But getting to a place where you cannot be affected by other people and circumstances because you have that overwhelming sense of gratitude that everything that comes into your path is a teacher. And so those difficult moments or those difficult people are meant to be a teacher. And so we can feel grateful even when it seems like a negative experience. And obviously this is more complicated when you're talking about like devastating traumatic events, which I'm not going to go into right now. But, you know, day to day, we all go through shit. We all have shit happen, and it's really hard to maintain that like really awesome mood, those really high vibes. But getting to a place where you can feel grateful and you can have compassion because that person that it seemingly is bringing you down, they're low vibes. Like, they're not doing the work that you're doing. And so you can have compassion for them, right? And you can thank them for being a teacher, for allowing you to strengthen your own practice of feeling good. So you have your vision, you have your intentions, you have your goals, you are doing the work, and you are surrendering, and you're protecting your energy. Like I'm telling you, all of these things are without a doubt going to get you to where you want to be. I can't guarantee when, I can't guarantee how, but it will happen if you're doing all of these things. So I want to show you guys quickly, first of all, the disaster that is my living room right now, and then also my vision board, which is not completely done, but I am going to show you just like what I have so far. First of all, this is my living room right now. Wiggles and I were both doing our vision boards. That's his. We were both doing our vision boards this morning, so it got super messy. Also, I'm just messy sometimes, but here's my vision board. So like in the middle, I have me and my fam looking happy, and then I just have like words like the road to your happy place is paved with boundless love. How good is that? Blessed with long life, power of Ahana. Do nothing in a civilized way, right? And then this is going to be like my work section and like things that I want. I really want to manifest this camera into my life. You know, reinvented, amazing. We can afford tuition. Beyond belief, like whatever. And then this section is going to be sort of like community and social life, because I really want to focus on community this year and having deeper connections with people in my life. And then this section up here is going to be home. I really want to manifest a beautiful home for us, and I want to cook and bake more and be outside more with my child. And then this section is going to be like travel. So like all these things. And I don't necessarily know that we're going to do all these things in the year, but I do want to manifest some serious travel into our lives this year. So this whole section is going to be like all travel. But yeah, you guys, I mean, yours can look however you want. You can also create, you can also go on like Canva or PicMonkey and do a virtual or a digital vision board. And so you can put a collage together online and make that the background on your computer. I'll probably take a picture of mine and make it the background on my phone. Just like look at it every single day, never forget, and don't let anyone tell you that you cannot have these things or be these things or do these things. Like, do not let any societal or cultural beliefs, do not let any limiting beliefs from yourself or your family or society or friends or your partner or your children, don't let anyone tell you that you cannot have these things, because you can have anything that you want, you can do anything you want, and you can be anyone that you want to be. So it's just a matter of figuring out what that is and then making some sort of plan to get there and making sure that you are trying to feel good every day, doing everything that you can to feel good, doing all that personal work. You'll get it, okay? So hopefully this was helpful. I don't think there are a lot of people watching right now, but I hope this was helpful, and I want to give you a gift if you are watching. I am relaunching my course, Fully Aligned, and I want to offer you guys a special discount. It's a 4-week course, and we go through all this. We go through the vision exercises, we go through the setting intentions, we go through cleaning up the body, so making sure to eat healthy food and move energy through your body through exercise and having a consistent, healthy routine. And then we go through meditation and breath work and mantras and affirmations. Those are the things I was telling you. Those are the things that are going to help you embody the person who has all the things that you have on your vision board. And then we go into protecting your energy, which is the last section of the course, which is just like so important because you can do all this work, and then if you can't protect your energy, as soon as someone grumpy comes through the door, you're going to lose it all and you're just going to attract more crap into your life. So the course is amazing. I'm like, not to toot my own horn or anything, but it is a password protected website. You have lifetime access once you buy the course, and it's set up into modules, and it's all self-paced. And I also have a VIP option. So if you purchase the VIP option, you get the entire course, plus you get 5-hour-long group conference calls with me and all the other VIPs. I'm going to limit it to 8 people this time. So yeah, every week we'll meet for an hour on video, and we will deep dive into the different modules of the course. We will set goals. We will just kind of troubleshoot anything you're going through and just do it as a group together. It's great support and accountability. So if you are wanting to get the course, I'm going to post the link and the discount code in this page momentarily as soon as I activate the sales page, and then you'll be able to purchase it. And the discount will only be valid until tomorrow. That's Monday, January 7th at midnight Hawaii time. Midnight Hawaii time tomorrow, Monday the 7th, and then the discount code will expire. So if you have any questions at all about the course, or if you have any questions at all about creating a vision board, feel free to send me a private message, or you can email me hi@crystalewoods.com. And I am so happy to talk about this stuff because honestly, like, life altering. And I'll also post a picture of my finished vision board later today when I finish it. Hopefully you liked it so far. And I would love if you guys would post pictures of your vision boards and tell me what you're manifesting this year and what you're working towards and how maybe we could help each other stay accountable and figure out how to get those things. All right. So have a beautiful Sunday. It's Self-Care Sunday. Make sure you do something just for you today. Perhaps create a vision board. And I cannot wait to see some of you join Fully Aligned. Aloha.